What's up guys, it is GT with SomeFilthyCasuals, and this tutorial will show you how to make the Mammoth on Reclaimer a movable object. This trick requires 2 players in the game. Start up Reclaimer at the mission start. When you begin, you should see 2 Marines near the entrance of this tunnel. Shoot one of them to make him movable, and then push him through the tunnel and into the Mammoth. Once you get him on the Mammoth, take him up top and to the turret on this side. Make sure you stay opposite of Lasky and do not go too close to him, or you will trigger the objective and you will have to do this part of the setup again. Once you get the Marine up here kind of close to the turret, get on the turret and back off. His stance should change. After you've done that, go and trigger the objective at Lasky and then go pick up a jetpack at the back of the Mammoth. From here you will have a little bit of downtime while you wait for the Mammoth to progress through the map. As it does this, you'll just want to hang out and wait for a little bit. When you get to this point on the path, you'll want to pay a little bit of attention though. The Mammoth should deload right around here. From here, you'll want to go back through the map to where you just came from. Along the way, you should run into a barrier. Once you've done this, you are going to follow this path here to get around it. This part can be a little bit tricky. You'll need to alternate respawns with the players to carry each other through a 10-second death barrier. To do this, you'll want one player to die just as the other one gets in the 10-second barrier. You'll want to make sure that you are always on the ground as the time runs out. If you're in the air or meleeing or anything else to stop the other player's respawn, you will both be dead and will be reverted back to the previous checkpoint. If you time it correctly and just kind of be a little bit patient with it, you shouldn't have any trouble with this at all. As you go around here though, you'll want to start hugging the barrier and walking a little bit into it to make sure that you hit the gap. Once you go through this gap, just hop over these rocks and drop down. You're back inside the map and the Mammoth should be where it originally started. At this point, the Mammoth is fully movable, a little bit with weapons, but mostly with vehicles. The coolest thing you can do here is kind of halfway drive the Mammoth by using the Warthogs inside the vehicle. This particular tutorial is kind of the simple form. There is a more advanced setup you can do with this to have a Pelican with you at this point, and there will be a link to that both in the description and in an annotation. There will also be a bunch of additional info and some more tips on stuff if you need it in the description. And if you have any other questions or comments, let us know and we'll try to help you out.